I appreciated and still do appreciate the idea that the instructors they have a background of working in institutions, whether it's university, immigration, etc. And they brought that to the course. And to me, that made a lot of difference. You have the material to read, you do your readings, etc. You come to class, and there's a session where we do some of the instructors, we do the practical aspect, live case studies. We can delve back into municipalities with reference to programs, etc. And I appreciated that because I'm older, so I experienced more in that area. So I brought that to the class. Instructor Ali is a graduate from Ashton. Personally, I got good guidelines from him. As far as the subjects, because of the everyday work that he does in the business, in the industry, he was able to bring that live into the class for case studies. To me, that was my favorite part of the program because there's always something new. And the way he divided it, we had time for it. I personally was not uh, comfortable with PowerPoints, but I delved into it. And what I really liked is that the instructors, um, they picked up, they knew that that wasn't a strong point with, like, personally me, but there are other students who that was a very strong point. So I learned something from them. They learned something from me. The instructor picked that up, and she and he were able to help me along. So it was a learning process for me and something that I learned and took away as I go into whatever I do. I'm not going to be afraid of PowerPoints anymore. To look at case laws and apply a mode for answering them, replying that is credible and also that's correct. And one of the most important skills is you answer the questions, etc. in case law. It must be legal. So you're looking at legal answers, and it must be practical. And I listen very well and look for these things when the instructors is given a preamble for what's going on. You know, was that legal? Could you find it in case law? Is that somewhere? And then the practicality of it. Do your research. You alone know what you have, what you want to do, what you want to give, and then relate that to the program. Do not underestimate what you're told about the course from the school. If it tells you that now you're doing a course on ethics and it calls for 10, 12 weeks of reading and doing your course, so much hours per week, don't think you can get away with anything less. So what I do is, for me, every time I sit to study, I know I don't want to go more than 1 hour, but I note it. And as it gets closer to my test or whatever, I see if I have accumulated those hours. First of all, Ashton has been around for a long time. Ashton has credibility. The text. Ashton brings the text live from the publishers. The credibility for Ashton, for me, is where you go after you leave the school. They're very quick to reply even before you finish your course, if you're being progressive and making inquiries right away. And in that way, I think, for me, Ashton is the route to go.